Hey everybody, today we're going to do some campaign ad reactions. I used to do these in the midterms. There's a couple of elections coming up this year. One of them is Mississippi governor. Seems like a good time to dive back into the swamp and see what's going on. So I've got a few of these. We'll play them. We'll talk a little bit about them. Let's start with the incumbent, Tate Reeves. Let's see what he has going on.
Democrat Brandon Presley is all over TV pretending he's one of us. But how's he paying for those ads? With liberal money from Washington. Nearly $1 million pumped into Presley's campaign by far-left radicals and left-wing celebrities. They're trying to sneak their extreme ideas into the governor's office. And Presley's biggest local supporter, it's Benny Thompson. Biden, Benny, and Brandon. It's a package deal, and it's the wrong direction for Mississippi.
All right, so we've got to appreciate the alliteration there. Biden, Benny, and Brandon. And it looks like he's got some out-of-state donors. This happens pretty much in every election. It would be nice if there were no super PACs, no dark money. Everything was in state, but this is going to happen. I'm sure Tate Reeves has also raised some from out of state, but this ad is going in for sneaking in the liberal agenda into Mississippi. That is the kind of thing that tends to work. In blue states that had Republican governors, they're going to do the same thing. Talk about money coming in from special interests that support Donald Trump. Scare tactics do work. Is it going to be enough? We'll have to see. So let's go on to one from Brandon Presley. He's going to hit up healthcare. Let's see what he says.
It's a crisis. Mississippi hospitals keep shutting down, leaving communities without care and thousands without jobs. And right now, 34 more face closure. With the stroke of a pen, Tate Reeves could keep them open, but he refuses.
My position has not changed. I am opposed to expanding Medicaid.
Tate Reeves is playing politics with our hospitals. On day one as governor, I'll expand Medicaid to keep our hospitals open and our people healthy.
All right, that's a decent ad because healthcare, it's important. Everybody needs it, and Mississippi has yet to expand Medicaid. This is some populist messaging that Presley should be doing. That clip of Reeves saying he's not going to expand Medicaid, I'm not sure when that is from. Either way, that's Reeves in his own words, and there's no question that's a bad look for him. So this is what Presley has to do. He has to tap into some of these universal issues. Healthcare, great place to start. Let's go back to Tate Reeves. Let's see his ad on healthcare. Let's see how he responds.
Healthcare leaders are praising Governor Tate Reeves' plan to fund struggling hospitals.
Hospital leaders agree these reforms will make a huge difference.
Experts agree this plan will keep hospitals open.
It's $689 million. That's new money for healthcare at Mississippi hospitals.
We've worked to put together a course of action that we believe can have a real impact on Mississippi hospitals.
A bipartisan plan that will work. On complicated problems, you can count on Tate Reeves.
So that's Reeves on healthcare, kind of a more mild ad. He says he's got money coming in for hospitals to keep them open. And on a lot of ads, you never really know who to believe. What are they embellishing? What are they concealing? He definitely does not talk about Medicaid expansion. I think that would be a win-win if he does it. He held out for a while. He stuck by his guns. But at this point, I really think he got to expand it. And at that point, he and the legislator can set it up and run it however they'd like. But he's talking up money for hospitals. Maybe that is a winning message. Who knows? All right, should we do another one from Reeves? Let's get into this one.
So why did Brandon Presley support sex changes for children? Just follow the money. 80% of his funding is from outside Mississippi. 10 grand from this guy linked to China's Communist Party and Hunter Biden. And her, a liberal who bought Hunter's artwork. She gave Joe 200 grand. Now she bankrolls Brandon Presley. This Californian says America's built on a racist contract. He gave Presley 50 G's. Why do radical lefties give Brandon money? To change Mississippi. Stop the liberals. Stop Brandon Presley.
All right, so that ad goes right in. Outside donations trying to change Mississippi. We got China, we got Hunter Biden, we got some guy in California, and we got 50 G's. And how effective is this? I think it's probably going to be effective enough. If you're in Mississippi, you're not going to want to hear you've got donors from California and New York coming in. Even if everybody else is doing it, just hearing that, I think there's going to be a resistance to the coastal elites in a state like Mississippi. That part I understand. And at the beginning, they talk about some of the gender issues. They say Presley is on the wrong side of it in Mississippi. Presley does come back with a rebuttal video on that issue. It's only 15 seconds. Let's see what he says.
I'm on the record saying I don't support gender surgery for minors or boys playing girls' sports. Never have. And that won't change when I'm governor. Those are the facts. And Tate Reeves lying to you won't change them.
All right, that was a quick one. I think in Mississippi, Reeves is going to be the winner on that particular issue. This quick one from Presley kind of comes off as desperate. Maybe he got his sense of the electorate a little bit more and realized he better come out and say something that's a little bit more like a Republican. He easily could do whatever he wants if he got elected. I'm sure he would probably veto legislation on that topic like other red state Democratic governors have. This is more of a weak ad, I think, from Presley, but we'll finish it up with one more from Presley. This is a 1-minute ad, and I've watched pretty much all of them. This would be in his top 1 or 2. All right, let's fire it up.
Folks who grew up the way I grew up don't get a chance to run for governor. My daddy was murdered the first day I was in the 3rd grade, and my mother was a widow and a single parent that struggled every single day just to pay the bills. I understand where working people are in Mississippi.
All right, so this is common. He understands working people. He had to struggle in his life. That's pretty stereotypical. However, his dad died when he was in the 3rd grade. That I didn't know. That's notable. That's tragic. But regardless of what I think, this is the kind of ad I think is typically effective. There's a lot of shots with him with voters around the state. He's trying to connect more with voters on the ground level. Let's play the rest of this ad.
Everybody cannot be born rich and lucky, and that's why you need a governor that'll stand up for the people of Mississippi. Now I'm running this race on values that I learned in my small hometown where I was mayor, where I cut taxes twice, a town that's near and dear to my heart. The values of small town leadership, where in elected office you can do the things that help other people, because that's what it's all about. Tate Reeves doesn't care anything about working people. If you can't write a campaign check, you're shut out of state government. So for all of those in Mississippi that are left out, that Tate Reeves doesn't know exists, when my name goes on the ballot in November, your name goes on the ballot in November.
All right, that's the Presley ad. I think it's decent. He hits the right notes there. He gets a little bit into the backstory. He's got his small town values. He doesn't even mention his opponent, Tate Reeves, until toward the end. And then when he does, he paints him as an absent governor, and that he's not going to forget you, the voter. He's got his small town mayor credentials. He mentions tax cuts. He's giving an impassioned speech. He wants to be your next governor. That's the kind of thing I think voters eat up. Again, we don't know if it's going to be enough, but those are 3 ads apiece, both from Reeves and Presley. I thought at the end of each campaign ad, they have to say their name and that they approve of this message. Not sure why that's not a thing in these ads, and there's a lot more ads out there. I just picked a few of them. Who doesn't love campaign season where you get to see all these quick cuts, the dim lighting, the creepy music, and deceptive quotes? So let me know in the comments, what do you think about any of these ads? Any favorites, any duds? Let me know down below. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.